Is that boy Adin?
What's up, guys?
Boy, put
Adin, shalom. What's going on, man?
Hey, man, let me put my camera on. Give me 1 second.
Okay, so Diddy's definitely going down, Act. That's what you're saying. What about the rest of the industry? Because if they're all involved in this stuff, and also, do you remember? By the way, do you remember when you and Fresh wanted to go to a Diddy party on New Year's Eve? You guys didn't go. You guys didn't go. But you guys asked me to go, and I didn't go. You didn't go.
Chat,
From what I heard you like drove to the front and then left.
No. See. This is the problem with someone like Sneako, and this is exactly why you go to TwitchCon after getting banned from like 10 years, and you get chased by your ex, who's a crazed lunatic. All right,
not my ex, first off, and we both had scenarios like this. By the way, if you want to go bring this stuff up, we've seen the video. I was actually there in Miami, but I had to bring that up. Okay, let me ask you a real question. I'm not trying to. I'm joking around. What is going to happen to the rest of the hip hop industry?
I'm gonna be honest with you. If you ask me, I think that the industry's bracing for what happened to the movie industry, and it's that Me Too movement. Now, it happened slightly. There was some ramifications that happened to the hip hop industry before. I think, and by the way, I don't want to get, a defamation suit, but because he vehemently says it's not why it's happened. But around that same time, we had Russell Simmons. He goes to Bali. We hear so many stories about L.A. Reid. He was the reason why 21 Savage literally said, I had so much leverage. I signed to the first label that had a black face. It was L.A. Reid at Epic Records. He signs there. L.A. Reid gets in trouble. He has to flee. He goes to build a independent label that's called Hitco. That label signed Yellow Beezy, Skinny from the Nine, Ruby Rose. Never really turned out to be anything, but that was his kind of almost reformation to try to get back in the industry because he was on everybody's like shit list for a second.
How do I make this?
So it was happening a lot. Obviously, the Dr. Dre stuff with the abuse.
Is there
it was starting to feel like what's happening in the movie industry was happening in the hip hop industry, but then magically, everyone just acted like, we never knew these guys were creeps. We never knew this was happening, and everyone thought it was done.
Which one?
And we're like, all right, we're back to regular business, right? We're good. We're chilling.
That's right.
All of a sudden, over about a year ago, when Cassie files this lawsuit, and then we see a bunch of lawsuits, including about even like Lucian and all these other people who are accusing.
Changed the game.
Now we're like, well, is this going to be a
now? Which one?
Another situation? Here's what I predict. I don't think that Diddy is going to have really any evidence to sink anyone else.
It's virtual. Am I fucking?
And when I mean sink anyone else, you got to have them by the balls. Pause. Right? Like you really have to. You can't just be like, oh, I know they were doing the same shit as me. You have to know the shit and have the evidence. Now we have heard that Diddy's kept like secret tapes. I don't know if he really like prepared for this day.
Get on chord.
Where he's on the outs with everyone.
Where?
And I'm gonna be honest with you, this is where the people who are a little bit, people
really,
who are in the winds.
Hey, remember when you went to my party? We had sex, man. I put that oil all over your booty hole. You got fucked in the ass. Hey, love though, King. Hey, real shit though, love. You got fucked in the ass, Academics. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
Oh, wait. How do you do this shit?
You took that dick like a soldier.
True. Act, does this count as blackface? I think this is racist.
No, it's not. Act, you took that dick like a soldier, man.
Yo, you know what's funny? And we're not gonna get there yet. But you know how I could get him to change out of that little AI thing? You know who they claim is the white Diddy, right?
Don't be weird, Act. Don't say it.
Who is that? And maybe Ian Carroll. I was going to ask you about that, but I didn't ask you about this white Diddy specifically because of Adin Ross. Because
only reason why, and I'm not going to say it, because my chat loves me so much. They're trying to make sure I don't end up like Sneako. Like I had some commentary last time, and because I mentioned like certain protected people, they said delete it. But hey, the people, when Adin was introduced by the white Diddy to another person, they said he's a good so and so.
That
And
don't mean shit, man. Just because he's a good Jew don't mean shit, bro. That's like you introducing somebody like, oh, he's from where we're from.
I'm not talking about what you're talking about, sir. I want to be monetized on YouTube.
Well, speaking of Jews,
one white Diddy too.
Oh,
It doesn't have to be just one of them.
speaking of, do you know about this Clive guy? Ian was telling me that Diddy was turned out by this guy Clive in the industry,
You know
and
Clive
he's
Davis?
the OG diddler was Clive Davis.
yeah, but he's not. I don't know if he's Jewish. Like he's black.
Oh, he's super.
Or no, he's not.
Clive Davis is super Jewish.
Is he?
Clive Davis has been running the music industry since like the 1970s, like signing people like Janis Joplin and shit. And Clive Davis is the guy that gave Diddy the money to found Bad Boy, and he's the first dude that started fucking Diddy in the ass and like turned it into this whole thing. Clive Davis is like the power boy at the top.
Diddy, is that true?
Yeah, man, that's true, man. Love though, King. Love.
Dude, Academics, have you heard about this maybe real Kim Porter book that just dropped? It's
Okay.
allegedly allegedly Kim Porter's secret diaries.
Yeah, we can talk about that. Yeah, now my internet went out. I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't know nobody named Clive, or I don't know nobody named David. So y'all better go check out sources. I don't know about that. And Aiden, you look stupid with that look. Anyway, I'm gonna be honest with you. So, I didn't get into the whole Kim Porter thing yet.
It's
I'm
hard
still
to say
trying
if
to
it's
figure out if it's
or
real.
not. It's hard to tell. So it just arrived today, and I read half of it so far, and it feels real. Like the details that are being said in it, like it feels like someone that was there, that understood all of the gossip and understood.
Well, you gotta wait.
It's some pretty detailed shit, and it makes a ton of sense.
You guys are so fucking
know if
stupid
it's
on
real or
God.
not until like someone drops more evidence. But fuck, is it worth reading, dude?
It's Tekashi. You remember when we used to fucking ad, man? Come on, you my boyfriend, man. We used to have sex and all that.
You do not look like Tekashi. Like, whatever AI just did is crazy.
Man, why you playing with me, Academics? We used to have sex all the time.
Hey, listen, man.
You're my ex-boyfriend.
Turns out Aiden Ross is the white.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? I feel like, listen, first of all, I won't go at a certain protected group because I like to be monetized. Sneako does not. But I am down to expose all the other closeted homosexuals in the game, okay?
Like who? Wait, all right. Do you think I'm gay? Be honest.
Nah, you just be trolling for attention.
Yeah, thank you.
Hold on. Wait. I'm going to be honest, though. So there's two things, and this is where Meek Mill comes in. And by the way, I got to warn you. Stop picking your nose, by the way. I do believe that there's a certain level of power and fame that could corrupt someone who is not of that sexual orientation. I absolutely believe. I've seen gangster rappers act a certain way when it comes to people that's within their socio-economic status. And when they've been around the guys who could really make shit happen, they're a whole new person. Like, the reason why we're talking about Meek Mill and Lil Baby in a certain way about white parties is because we've seen them in their natural habitats or around people that are like them, and then we've seen them around the people who control their fate. And it's completely different, and we're almost trying to figure out, well, why would you act very differently? And we all understand code switching, right? Like, you hanging out with Cheezer, Aiden, you would not be the same thing as if you pulled up to Donald Trump. We completely get it, but
yeah,
these people are down to sell their, and I won't say necessarily sell, but they're a whole different person. Their morals are different, and that's the confusing part. So I'm gonna be honest with you, I would love to say the majority of people in hip hop are exactly who they are that I've met or that I think they are all the time. But if you introduce them to somebody who might be of that protected culture with a certain level of bank account, they might move a little bit different, and I can't vouch for them. I'll be honest.
Oh man.
Look at this guy.
No, my bad. I'm doing my last face, then I'm done. Yo, all right. So hold on. Wait. Cheezer just called you a dick rider.
Ooh.
Cheezer, he said you're a dick rider.
Why? Why would he say that?
Yo, Cheezer, why do you think he's a dick rider?
Don't make fun of Jake, bro.
And why do you make it weird? Why do you make it weird? I'm not.
Why do you kind of look like Andrew Tate like this?
Yo, I want to be honest with you. I watched the video. I really think, I hope Jake slaps the fuck out of all y'all. I think he should slap Sneako for number one. Yo, Sneako was speed walking while my man was, you know what I mean?
Dude, why would you handcuff him for content, you fucking freak? What is wrong with you?
He wanted to do it. He wanted to do it first off. And Academics,
it was your idea.
Hold on. This is the second time, Academics, that you've said this. You said that I was taking advantage of Fousey last year. Fousey, I'm texting right now. He's talking about like how he he's a good friend and all this stuff. He's like, I love you, bro, and all this. You said that I was taking advantage of a disabled person or all this. I can have friends with people. Just because you think that I'm taking advantage doesn't take away the friendship.
Yo, Sneako, could I expose you real quick?
No.
You were hanging with Fousey, like basically almost like in Miami, like next door to Fousey, when he was going through a manic episode. Fousey's normal. I've watched a few of his streams. Right now, he's not on any stuff. He's good. You're not doing content with him, bro. Okay? Like, go back to doing content with him, and I'll be like, oh, okay, I respect.
I just did content with him like 2 days ago. Let me call him real quick. Because we need to clear this up.
No, it's not about that. It's about you were leeching off him for a while. Well, go back to Miami. Well, you're actually in Miami. Well, stay there with him.
Okay, you can't just show me to your stream without asking.
Okay, wait, quick. Fousey. Wait. Academics is right now saying that I'm taking advantage and I'm leeching off of you. Is that true?
He said you're doing that now, or you did that last year?
Last year.
Last year.
No.
I love you, bro.
Stop it. Yo, says everything. Add him to the call. Yo, add Fousey to the call, please.
He was there for me.
I was there for him.
Add Fousey to the call, please.
I can't hear you act, but he was there for me.
Add him to the call.
Okay, let me add him. Ian, by the way, like I didn't expect this to happen. We'll go back to the one-on-one interview. But
wait, Ian, nice to meet you. I'm Aiden. Nice to meet you, man.
Right back at you guys, man.
Yo, Ian, I'm with you. Again, I haven't seen too much of what you've either discovered or uncovered when it comes to the Diddy stuff, but I'm probably going to be in the same realm with you. Trust me, when it comes to Diddy, it's a lot of weird shit going on. Trust me.
I think you're actually, surprisingly, I think you have a way more like kind of conservative take about what you think is going to happen and how involved you think everyone is. I think I'm in the camp where I think that it's way deeper and that there's way more shit going on. And I think that a lot of people are probably going to go down. I think that the powerful people are going to run away and not tell anyone. But I think there's just way too many people that have witnessed stuff, that have information, that have videos and photos and blackmail. Like Diddy loved to film things. Like that's how we got Lil Rod's lawsuit, because Diddy would like take his phone at the parties and like film things and take photos on Lil Rod's phone. So Lil Rod wound up with like a phone just full of blackmail material. And I think that there must be a ton of those people out there ready to be like, nah, fuck this dude. I'm taking him down. Like I'm going to get my payday. I'm going to save my ass. Right? Because maybe Lil Rod did a few things that were illegal, but he's not going to go to jail because he's exposing it all, right? But I think there's a lot of people like Lil Rod right now that are doing the math and thinking, I could be on the side that's getting fucked, or I could be on the side doing the fucking right now. And
okay, and this is what I would counter you with, right? So the Lil Rod situation. So in reality, and I had Myron on here, obviously, both of you guys. Yo, could you please get this face thing on?
I'll take it off.
Yo, you gotta slap Aiden when I see him.
Can I just say one thing though? Ian, sorry. Do you think that I'm gonna take this off in a second. Do you think that since Diddy knows too much, they're gonna just basically give him the Epstein treatment? Like he's gonna, if he doesn't.
I'm sure people are trying to right now.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're trying. It's a difference between trying to and succeeding.
Wait. We got to listen. I don't like to just be in speculation land. Let's imagine what bigger fish could he serve up. Put it like this. Like I hear people talk about Usher. Yes, he performed at the Super Bowl. If Usher is like one of these gay freak off motherfuckers, I'm sorry. Diddy is the bigger fish. Diddy is a guy who literally we have to think about timing, right?
Obama, Hillary Clinton.
Wait, what about Obama? What about Obama?
Jay-Z.
What about?
All of those people have hung out with Diddy and probably gone to his parties. We know that a few of those people have gone to those parties. But
There's pictures with
it's
Diddy in every
possible
single one of
Diddy
them.
has
There's pictures of Diddy and
blackmail on
Trump.
Very powerful politicians, yeah. Like Diddy has been in the Democrat political scene for many years now. And like a lot of people went through those parties, and Jay-Z is just one good example. Like Jay-Z has a lot of power. And it's not that necessarily Diddy has to have more or less power, but like if Jay-Z is worried that Diddy's going to out any of the illegal shit that Jay-Z's done or the gay shit, then Jay-Z could just try to work his millions, his billions of dollars to hire a hit squad and see if he can use his money to get Diddy silenced. And he might not have enough power to pull that off because Diddy's in this really secure prison, but he might. It just kind of comes down to like, is there enough incentive from enough powerful people to do the Epstein thing or not?
Hold
But
on.
I think he and Epstein were probably blackmailing a lot of the same people.
What I would counter that with, and part of this goes to my own theory. I've always said, yo, Adin, bro, what's up with this guy, man?
I'm trying to
This
take
nigga
it off.
I just noticed.
you don't Twitch no more, bro. You all know some trans stuff, bro. Cut it out. Anyway, this is what I was saying. In realistic, right? Like, I actually believe that when it comes to Diddy, I don't believe he has a ton of people that he could offer up that's more powerful than him. What I've realized, and we have to think about the arrogance that ends up being stupidity of Diddy. Let's be very clear. This lawsuit or this criminal charge starts in 2008. I don't know if you guys follow, not that it really matters, but like say Kendrick Lamar and Drake or whatever. Kendrick just dropped a song. It's called like, yo, Watch the Party Die. Forget the song. It's a bigger synopsis of what this industry is. It's about you have all this money, power, and control, but at a certain point, you have to let go of it. Diddy is a guy who's 55, or like he's in his late 50s, and he's still trying to live like a 30-year-old. You see, when this lawsuit starts in 2008, you know what Jay-Z does? Jay-Z gets married to Beyonce. He gets married to Beyonce. He stops partying. Yes, he does cheat, but which he documented on the album. But that lifestyle he leaves alone. If you really want to get Diddy, if you want to get Jay-Z, you're not gonna get Jay-Z on 2015 stuff. He basically realized, and also what happened, and this is the arrogance of Diddy. The whole thing came out with R. Kelly, you see L.A. Reid, you see like all these figures get exposed after the first Me Too wave, and everybody got low, and Diddy still said, I can still go. I can still keep it going. I can still have 1,000 bottles of lube at the crib. I could still have these parties. He had to almost get bullied into not doing the white parties, and when Michael Rubin, Adin Ross's best friend, took over, you know what he said? I'm the originator. You're 50 plus. This is a telltale story of you have to know when it's time to leave the party. Watch the party die. Brother, you can't be the 60-year-old trying to do. We all remember when we were. I think everybody here is at least 20. Hey, how old are you?
23.
Okay, fuck you because you've been rich for like still 4 years.
Nah, but bro, you gotta wait. But what does that have to do with anything, though?
What I'm saying is that everybody went through those moments of course you're 18, but then when you're in those college phases of just like exploration, like you want to have fun, this and third, bro. Okay, that's your early 20s. Diddy is 50. It's been 30 years. He's been doing wild parties, trying to suck up to the newest rapper, whether it's Drake, by offering them shit like, hey, come to my party, you could get your wildest fantasies fulfilled. When have you ever gone to a club and it's the 55-year-old guy who's telling you you're going to have the most fun? Jay-Z checked out. Think about all his contemporaries. They all checked out, moved to different things.
By the way, Fuzi, welcome Fuzi to the call. It's good to see you. Ak, you wanted me to add him, and then you wanted a 30-minute tangent.
Wait, I want to say, thank you. I want to say one thing to Ak real quick. Going off on your first point of you saying that there is not much more people more powerful than Diddy that he can like compromise. There are so many. Diddy is like a peon in the big scheme of things on who's actually on top of him. He has handlers. His handlers have handlers. Like he go like.
Fuzi, you're not
in that group that's
protected. Hold on, Fuzi, you're making a point that I'm not countering. I didn't say he's the most powerful person. I said, who could he offer up? Listen, think about this. 2 years ago, no, it's just, don't play with my boy
Lucian
Fresh.
Grainge.
How you doing? Hey, 2 years ago, the type of, freak offs or whatever you want to call that Diddy was doing didn't involve like really popular people, bro. He was dealing with Young Miami and a bunch of like Instagram models. He didn't have, if you think that there was a politician in a Diddy freak off 2 years ago, a lot of people were always looking at Diddy. It's a reason why after around 2016, you haven't seen politicians really align with him.
Why is that?
Diddy's been
on
on.
town hall with Kamala Harris like 2 years ago, bro.
I'm gonna slap the shit out of you, brother. Yo. Why?
Wait, but Ian, you're saying that they're all part of a protected group. What's that protected group that Diddy can give up?
Well, I mean, obviously, it's all of the Jewish record executives above him. And in the Lil Rod lawsuit, Lucian Grainge was originally named as funding the parties, attending the parties, and knowing all about the parties. And then Lucian Grainge pulled rank and got all of his power together and got himself taken out of the lawsuit. And now Lucian Grainge is not in the indictment that's currently filed. And Lucian Grainge is the CEO of Universal Music Group. That's 33% of the top 100 last year. The top 100, the Billboard top 100 hits. Like, that's very powerful. Like, Academic, you sound like you think that Diddy was in charge of this operation. He was just having a good time. It doesn't look like that to me. It looks like Diddy was just a pawn in someone else's blackmail operation. Like, Diddy doesn't know how to wire a house up with cameras. How the fuck would Diddy know how to do that?
Ian, I'll answer you, but let's go to fake academics, which is this bitch ass nigga Adin, and of course let's go to Fuzi, and then I'll answer afterwards.
All right, bros. Let's get into it, bros.
What?
No, okay. So this is my question to you guys, right?
Yo, you made me look mad cute right now, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Pause.
That's past gay. That's past gay.
That's gay?
That's self-gay. That's weirder. But Aiden, go ahead.
Ian, this is my first time ever, talking to you. Can you tell me a little bit about like what you do, and stuff like that? Because I think I may have maybe seen you, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, right? When you start talking about certain topics like this, do you ever worry like about certain things or nah?
No, not really. I'm kind of like a journalist, kind of just like a dumbass on the internet that realized I need to learn stuff. So I started on TikTok and blew up really hard, basically just sharing research about what the fuck is going on. And then I just expanded to X and just all over the place. And so I'm really just a dude that researches stuff that seems important. And I hit big on the Diddy thing, which is why I've gone so deep into the Diddy thing.
Right.
Candace picked that up, and we kind of like both kind of took different directions into what was going on. That led to Michael Jackson. It led to Diddy's head of security, Fahim Muhammad.
Is that, by the way, is that video, if you hear those sex sounds, is that real?
No one knows. I think it is.
Wow.
So actually, the security guard that allegedly recorded it, he has done interviews, and he posted a video, I think on TikTok originally, just like a couple weeks ago, about how he had recorded it. It's a funny fucking video. He's like, he'd recorded it through the door, but then he didn't want to release it because he was scared, and then he did release it, but he was like, man, I should have released this sooner because now everyone fucking knows, and it's not like this big hit. He didn't get his payday. So he was like making this joke about he wished he got his payday for it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's probably real. I don't see why it wouldn't be.
I understand what Ian, what Aiden's really asking is like when you talk about, I remember Aiden responded to someone saying like who really did 9/11. And I think most people now are understanding because of X that Israel was behind 9/11. If you look at the dancing Israelis, if you look at, the people that took out insurance policies before. But should we be afraid as investigative journalists to speak about stuff like this? Because even we heard Ack in this call saying like he doesn't want to speak about the protected class.
He could demonetize.
When you go on your little thing about get out. Matter of fact, let me just ask it real quick. Hey, Fuzi, who the fuck got at you when you told that story about when you say you went in that room and people were kissing and shit like that? What's going on, brother? Because this nigga Sneako just be saying bullshit. You said
he said what?
You said someone had hit you up. It appeared. So I even posted the clip, right? Like, I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh, somebody must have not told Fuzi like he can't talk like that. So you said it. A lot of people posted, including me. And then almost the next day, I don't know if somebody else could pull up the footage to say what he said. I forgot what it was because I know he's not going to say it. But essentially, he kind of backed down, basically saying maybe legal action was threatened.
Oh, I got a text immediately that next day. My manager texted me, and he got texted by a higher up, and I immediately was told to shut the fuck up.
Okay, could all right, without you saying it, could we talk about what was supposedly the rumor?
I mean, the information's out there now. Like, is your manager going to text you and tell you not to talk about it?
I don't got no manager.
'Cause
So
I don't have a manager. That's why I'm not scared, because my money's all entirely my own, and like they could try to take my YouTube or my TikTok money, but like, it's not like the CIA is going to send a hit squad for me. Like, I'm fine. That's why I'm not scared. Is because like all of my income is completely under my control, and I'm a one-man band. I have no managers.
you said there was a situation, and you said I'm trying to figure out the full thing. You said you saw Trey Songz making out with a dude. It was like a gay party.
I didn't say I saw anything. That's not how that's not how the story went.
Okay. Let me read it because I'm reading from DJ Academics TV. Shout out to my people who work for me. It said Fousey said one of his boys went to a Diddy party and they invited him to Diddy's room, where Fousey's friend claims that Trey Songz was sitting on Diddy's lap and making out with him.
Sounds like a Diddy party to me.
Yeah, do you believe your friend?
I can't speak on it.
I'm gonna keep it a being with you. All right, you see.
What are your thoughts? Wait, you tell me, because I know you know more than you put off. There's no way you don't. What do you think? Do you think it was true? What do you think?
Yo, I've never. Yo, let me tell you this. You know, and me and Fousey, we I think this is the first time we've ever like talked directly. I feel like I've had a conversation. I've said shit about him. There was a time we used to DM this and that. First of all, I've never thought ever that Fousey would ever be at a point where he would be like, "Oh no, I'm backing off." Fousey is a guy who pushes a line, never actually backtracks. Let me say this. Here's the truth, people. I don't care who listens, and I will not get no cease and desist. I'm not Fousey. I can't do that to me. Listen, I've been hearing from the longest time. Everybody has stories about Trey Songz, but I'm gonna be honest with you. The stories about Trey Songz have never been that Trey Songz is a sex trafficker. I've heard that Trey Songz might be someone who likes, like, for example, I know I had a girl who faked a pregnancy on me who used to tell me that she was a peg. And I said, what? She said, I fucked Trey Songz. Trey Songz told me to, she said Trey Songz pulled out a toy and told her to use it on him. Facts, I swear. Feel me? I'll say her name if it needs to be. I don't give two fucks.
That's the music industry shit, man. That's what they're all doing.
Now, again, here's the thing. It's not illegal to be like, I don't know. Maybe you get to a point where you fuck so much pussy, like you need a girl to like push something in your booty. I don't know. So I listened to that and I was just like, whatever.
What?
But I've heard like I've never heard that he fucked Diddy. I never heard that he's with Diddy.
Hearing my story though, do you believe it? Just that story in particular, do you believe it?
I'm inclined to believe something of the sort. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, I believe it 100%. And I believed it the second it was told to me from the source that it came from. It's not one of those.
Hey, who sent you like some cease and desist? I like when that shit happens because I like to blast them. Like, what the fuck, bro? We all hear this shit about.
The thing is, here's the thing: the person that it came from, the higher up that it came from, me and him go long, and like I respect him a whole lot. So if it comes from him, I respect it immediately. It's not like an unknown source I don't know, or random email I get a cease and desist. Nah, it came from a source I respect.
Ooh, okay.
So that changed things immediately.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, that's the only thing about, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Even Fousey saying this is how I know he's somewhat of an outsider to this industry, right? Like, even me speaking here, I'm somewhat of an outsider because the insiders, they all know all of these things we're talking about, and we're speculating and we're making like these educated guesses, and we're going off, oh, my boy saw this, and no, you're putting two and two together. And all of the guys who are really inside, they're just like, stop talking about this. How can I get you to stop talking about this? How can I get you off the topic? And that's just the reality of it. And I mean, I don't know how to handle that part of it.
Well, the lid's been blown off. Like now, enough people are speaking about it. Yeah,
Just
there's enough people that know about this stuff. That's why these conversations are important, right? I even saw Meek Mill tweeted 2 days ago. Meek Mill saying like, "Why are all these CEOs getting fired?" Every single reply is like, "Bro, because you got But Meek Mill, can you answer that? Like, what did you do at the Diddy party?
Yeah, man. You know, I want to beat the fuck out of Academics, man. Fuck him, man.
Wait, you saw a beef Academics?
Nah, he can't come into Philly. He can't come.
Yo, here's the thing. I'm so confused about Meek, right? Because in reality, I'm looking at everything he has going on, and I'm like, now Meek is a special type of stupid. 50 has said it. I've said it. I literally believe that, like, if you didn't think God is real, God has to be real with Meek Mill. Because if it was left up to his brain to allow him to breathe air and for his heart to pump, he's too dumb for that. Like, so he would have died. Like, he would have just died off. But when he, like, I often wonder, I'm like, is he just trolling, or does he not understand the fact that people saw you shirtless in a pool? Not saying that people usually in a pool with shirts, but like, you're shirtless in a pool with a guy's calling him daddy. You have matching shirts with this guy. We've seen you in precarious positions with this guy, and all we want you to say is that, hey, listen, hey, this is my friend. Like, for example, like, yo, me and Sneako, we go on to the club together, right? If they said me and Sneako were fucking each other, I'd be like, yo, bro,
what the?
Me and no, bro, I'm making an example. Relax, guy. Like, is it? Yo,
the thing is that Meek Mill is totally fucking him, and so he can't say he's gay as hell. And that's but the rap industry, he's not supposed to say that, and Diddy doesn't want him to say that, so he can't say that. But we all know it, and Meek knows it. His name is
what I actually think, though. I don't think that's it. I think that here's what happens in the industry. Truthfully, and y'all tell me if I'm wrong. I've been around people of power and fame, not Diddy level, but what happens when people are trying to flex their power and fame, they'll be like for example, all right, let's say if I'm trying to do that, I'd be like, yo, Sneako, pull up. I got 10 bitches. They're like, you could have your pick. They're gonna fuck you. I gain more power in this industry because we're all men. We're weak at the flesh, right? If I could tell you that you could, look at this guy Fousey.
That's the best AI I've seen yet. But that's a 2012 picture. You can tell that's like YouTube prank era.
Bitch, I look exactly like that. I haven't aged a day.
You look different. No. You look different.
No. That's Fousey with hair. Stop it. That's Fousey with hair. But on some real shit, like, yo, there's a point where in this rap industry, I know it is a fact. If you want people to hang around you, you want to promise them that they're going to have the best time for free, unlimited booze, unlimited drugs, and also women that will do whatever because they're at your party. I know that as a fact. So, like, a lot of these guys who want to be the man, if I'm inviting all you guys to a party, I'm gonna have like prostitutes basically there, like escorts. So I'm gonna be like, yo, if I'm trying to get cool with Ian, I'm like, yo, Ian, yo, listen, yo, whatever you want. So he might be like, yo, bro, I was just by the bar, I was talking to this girl, blah blah. You know how I get some brownie points? Yo, dude, yo, she's with you for tonight. I think Diddy was doing a lot of that. I'm not saying that's not sex trafficking. I'm not saying it's not whatever. But
watch somebody do for comments.
I actually reject what Ian is saying, that he has higher up people. I think they stop fucking. Yo, Diddy hasn't made
how
any.
Does he get all the charges to go away? Like, how does he get protection from the feds, which is directly alleged in the lawsuit?
Okay. Expound.
So, like, in the lawsuit, one example that's directly given is that Lil Rod witnessed a shooting where Diddy and his son were in a bathroom.
I'm eating a dog right now.
Shot a dude in the bathroom. The dude bleeds out in the bathroom. Diddy comes out and tells everyone to tell everyone it was a drive-by when the cops get there. The cops get there. Everyone says it's a drive-by, and the cops clearly, and he describes it in the lawsuit, the cops clearly, it was obviously not a drive-by. Obviously, the guy was shot in the bathroom. And the LAPD just wrapped it all up, went away, and just like, nope, nothing ever happened. And he had everyone on Diddy's staff had instructions.
Dude, I fucking love him, but
if you ever
fuck
get caught
him,
by
seriously.
law enforcement, you call
Like,
my
he ain't
boss,
shit.
the head of my security,
He ain't shit.
Muhammad, he'll make it go away. And in the lawsuit, Lil Rod talks about how it was understood that Fahim Muhammad had connections with law enforcement and federal authorities. Like Diddy clearly had protection. He blew up Kid Cudi's car with explosives.
Hey.
And people knew it. Like, there was lots of evidence of it.
Ian.
And nothing ever happened about it.
Wait, I came late. Ak, what is your position on this? Are you like, where are you on all of it? I came late.
Ask me directly, Fuzi. Fuzi, I talk directly. You know how I told her. Yo, me and you. I want you, and of course Aiden, the bitch ass nigga who's acting like yo. You look like a girl, and we can do anything.
My name is Jane.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway,
Can you fuck a guy in a Tesla?
Fuzi, ask me directly what you're saying. Go ahead. I'm gonna answer.
Well, wait, Uzi, let me answer first, because first the call started with Ian, and so we were talking about how this whole Diddy case is something that's much bigger than the music industry, that has ties to Pizzagate, that has ties to Marina Abramovich, Jay-Z, some of the biggest world leaders. Diddy could not have operated alone, that they were trying to infiltrate the entertainment industry. They have ties to Satanism, and that it's much bigger, and it's almost identical to Epstein. Diddy's pretty much the black Epstein, and a lot of this is identical to the same sexual blackmail that we saw with Epstein. So we were talking about how this is huge. This has connections to the Democratic Party. Diddy's taking pictures with Hillary Clinton, with the Obamas, with Donald Trump. He's there with everybody. So this is part of something that's much bigger than just, freak off parties with baby oil. And then Ak comes in, so Ak's position, from what I understand, he could correct it. It seems like you think that it's something smaller and that it doesn't have ties to the whole world, but it's within the hip hop industry.
Oh, all right, hold on. Let me clarify that position. I'm not saying it's not the same type of weird. I'm trying to tell you, they're trying to act like Diddy is Epstein. Diddy is not nowhere close. Diddy is just a freak ass nigga. He never, I know people, listen, here's the difference. If you look at the manifest, this is why people were really interested for Epstein. It has a lot of powerful people.
I watched this one, Jack. Guess who it is?
Diddy was fucking with literal prostitutes and literal just lit ass bitch. Like Instagram. Yo, you can't tell. Yo, I know y'all keep saying Obama. Obama's never been to any of these things. Yo, Diddy is just.
What about his wife?
Who?
Kim Porter.
Kim Porter was being abused by Diddy. None of these things have anything to do. Yo, we have to think about what is being alleged. Yo, here's the thing with Jeffrey Epstein, right? When Jeffrey Epstein struck a deal that everybody said, how? You know what happened? Jeffrey Epstein clearly had so much on people of federal authority and even, political connects that they said, let's do a court proceeding where you sign a deal that's never been told ever. And we're going to keep it secret. You're going to get the softest deal ever. Y'all are trying to act like Diddy was that. Diddy, his problem is that he was leading with his dick. I'm being honest with you. 100%.
I think you're minimizing how
cameras wired up. What's your opinion on the allegation in the Lil Rod lawsuit that he had cameras in all the rooms of all of his houses, and it was recording secret footage that he kept on tapes?
Yeah, I think you're minimizing the everything in its entirety. I think it's as big as they say. I think it goes deep.
No.
There's no.
It
goes deep. Like it's what the fuck is so much bigger than just a Meek Mill or whatever rapper in his backyard with baby oil. It goes way deeper than that.
Okay.
How are you so adamantly on nope?
Oh no, I'm glad y'all said that. So we're gonna speak facts here. And by the way, Aiden, I just want to slap Aiden like, what the
Sneako, you're a pussy. What kind of pussy influencer are you? You want to spar me?
Yo,
He could have knocked me down. UFC champion could have knocked me down. Okay.
You're a fucking pussy influencer.
Dude, that was badass what Sneako.
You hold no value to the world, the real world.
Get in the ring with Strickland.
The voices, listen, you guys, you fucking influencers. Diddy fucked the whole industry. He was fucking Hillary Clinton. Akademiks is trying to minimize it, but he had cameras in his house. He's pretty much Epstein. He had Fed involvement. He was probably a CIA ever since he killed Biggie and Tupac in the early 90s.
Yo,
and program hip hop to be an evil, gay, homosexual act.
yo. Here's the difference between Diddy and Epstein. Diddy knew, Epstein knew he was doing some freaky, wild shit that was probably not gonna be cool. What he did was start to invite and bribe the people who had power to get them mixed up. I'm telling you, look at when Cassie files her lawsuit. Diddy does not fuck with none of these people. Diddy's just freaky, I promise you. Like, whatever you're thinking that Diddy has, it's like, again, and by the way, I see
You know what? You know the first thing that came to mind after what you just said?
What?
Who pays you? Who do you work for? That sounds like a pay, that because it sounds like a paid position. Like, yeah, you're protecting it way too hard, body. Like, there's no way you're neglecting the point, like, and making it so minute. I'm just basing it off of your position. I'm being so adamant on. There's no way it could be further.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, I have a question, Academics. It sounds like you think that Jeffrey Epstein was the top of his pyramid. It sounds like you think that Jeffrey Epstein was working for himself?
No.
As opposed to working for the government of Israel?
No. I definitely don't think that. What I'm trying to say is that y'all are trying to compare Diddy to that. What I'm trying to say is that Diddy is a person who bit off more than he could chew. He literally could have been Epstein. But I'm trying to tell you, Epstein is a legendary predator. Diddy's just a freaky ass dude who was fucking with people within hip hop. A lot of people backed up from.
Wired up with
hold on.
for
Here's the difference. When you talk about Epstein, you're talking about him having Prince Andrews on them tapes. You're talking about on the manifest, he got Donald Trump. He got all these celebrities. He has dozens of celebrities on these manifests that you could be like, wow, are they really in legit business or are they in some other shit? With Diddy, I promise you, you won't name no legitimate shit. Name a legitimate person that's been around him. You can't say, yo, they haven't fucked with him for politics since 2008.
No, Camelot has connections to Diddy from 2020.
Act.
Yeah,
If
Sneako, stop the fucking bullshit.
That's not bullshit. That's true.
Bro, no. It's not about connection. It's about seeing his power extend to them. He's never been a face of their campaign. He was a face of 2008 vote or die. He's never been since then. Stop it.
That's actually not true. Camelot tweeted Diddy in 2020.
Hold on.
Yeah,
I'm not saying they haven't used him as a figure. What I'm saying is he was vote or die since 2008. He was part of Barack getting elected. Barack served from 2008 to 2016. And after that, the next Democratic campaign or campaign leader, the potential person, did not rock with him the same amount. Obviously, we're talking about who's that person? I forgot who it is. Bro, what I'm trying to say is that you think Diddy is something he's not.
Okay, here's a tweet. Here's a tweet from Camelot 20. Let me read this quick, Ian. Camelot Harris tweets in April 2020. Thank you, Diddy, for hosting this town hall last night. There's a lot at stake for our communities right now, and it's critical we bring to the forefront how coronavirus is perpetuating racial inequality and health disparities. So they're using Diddy as a pawn for the black community and to go and push COVID, man.
They're using Quavo. They're using Meg Thee Stallion. They're using all the black. What I'm trying to say is that voters,
all in on it.
The entire black community for 2008, somebody in my chat or anybody's chat, in 2008, we looked at Diddy to tell us where we're going. In 2016, when Trump gets elected, my nigga,
Is that true?
we do not. And then in 2020, when Biden comes in, I'm telling you, it's a non-factor. So if you want to believe that he's like some operative, yo, they realize after Obama is out, Diddy's not that. It's never been that. So
Okay.
I think
Ian, what were you saying? What were you? I didn't. I interrupted you, Ian.
Basically in the lawsuit, Lil Rod alleges very strongly that Diddy's all of Diddy's mansions were wired up with cameras. And that is not an easy thing. That's not a thing that a rapper knows how to do. That's a mob operation. That's a Jewish
sir.
mob thing. And that goes back to like Roy Cohn and the original blackmailing of the FBI. That goes back to like mob and Israeli Mossad tactics.
Sir,
And
you want me to destroy your
that's what we
point? I'll
see
destroy your
in
point already.
all blackmail operations.
I'll destroy your point already. Mr. Ian Carroll. Do you know in Mr. What's his name? You just said it.
Lil Rod?
So in Lil Rod's filings, and by the way, I have all these things saved. I could pull it up in 3 seconds if you say I'm lying. You do know that in his filings, he said that he caught Diddy with underage women who, by the way, all the women who were involved in the videos that he blurred their faces out, they all came out and said, we're 30. We were 30 then. We're pushing 40 now. You were lying. He nor his sons ever trafficked underage women in Lil Rod's lawsuit. The only time there's 2 lawsuits. This is facts. There's 2 lawsuits that allege that Diddy dealt with underage women. Lil Rod said that he went to multiple parties, that Justin Combs, Christian Combs, and subsequently Diddy had underage women. Not one of those things happened to be true. And by the way, his lawsuit is looking crazy because of that. Also, I'll ask you this because, again, I know this is a fact. His lawyer who filed the lawsuit is under actual sanctions because he filed a lawsuit saying, yo, Lil Rod said you had underage women. Not only the women came out, it is easily substantiated that there were not underage women, and his lawyer is under sanctions for people to say you're not supposed to file civil lawsuits just because you hear what your client says. You're supposed to do some due diligence. You're supposed to have some research. That has not been addressed. He's actually, not only from a different case was he submitted to a sanctions board, but even when you talk about and this is fact, when you talk about that Universal, which is they represented Lucian on this, they said, why are you bringing us into the case? You know the reason why Lucian's not in the case. His own lawyer begged. His own lawyer submitted, please take Lucian out of it. You know what Lucian said? We're going to have you tied up in litigation because you lied. You're saying shit that you can't prove. You're saying shit. You said that Lucian Grange was involved in certain parties. Never happened. So,
What were you going to say?
Huh?
I had a question for Ak. If all he did is, if you're saying all he did, like he's freaky and he had freak offs, why is that a crime?
Sir, hold on. I'm glad you said that, sir. I'm not saying that's what he did.
No, I'm saying if all this goes, if this just goes as far as saying he's freaky, he couldn't keep his dick down after 50, he should have stopped while he was ahead. He lived those years, should have stopped. He kept going for too long. He bit off more than he can chew. Then why is being freaky and holding freak offs a crime?
Okay.
If he didn't do all this, if all this other stuff isn't connected, then why is that a crime?
Okay, so now I'll speak to you, Fuzi. I know he is Fuzi too because I used to watch your vlogs over a decade ago. Okay, I used to love your vlogs. You used to be in LA. I still wonder why you paid over 10,000 for like you had a spot. It was great though. I watch all your vlogs. Here's what I'm saying. You're a legend of YouTube.
Thank you for that. That felt nice.
I've watched you for a long time. You do know how some stuff and this kind of goes sometimes. So let me explain to you. And again, I'm not sticking up for Diddy, but I am explaining to you. So you say, why are those things happening?
Is he defending this?
I'm not sitting here and saying that Diddy is innocent. I would be an idiot to say that. Here's the thing. Diddy is...
What is he guilty of then? That's what I'm asking. If all he did was be freaky, if all he did was host freak-offs, then where's the crime?
Sir, I'm going to tell you, and I'm also going to answer Ian as well. The majority of things that when you see with him and Lil Rod is a disgruntled employee who would have never filed a lawsuit if he felt like he got compensated for an album. Anything you see with Cassie,
Wow.
this was a woman who actually, essentially,
Do you guys think Ak went to these parties?
lived with a guy who was a megalomaniac, was a power hungry, and a lot of the things she accused him of doing, he did.
You better actually.
That's the difference. When you see, and again, I bring you up Fuzi because it's like, think about this, okay? And don't bring up Fresh. I see you, you mother. I see you. You know what I'm looking at. I see you, Sneako. Here's the thing. There are people who have legitimate gripes against Diddy. That is Cassie. When you talk about Lil Rod, the guy says that. Let me explain. Let me ask y'all a question.
Yo, wait, no, you're not.
You're deflecting a lot.
No, Act.
Answer a straight up question.
Wait, Act, you haven't answered. Wait, Act, you haven't answered shit. I ask you a question, you go there, then there, then there, then ask us a question.
That's bad.
No.
That's bad.
Yeah, like I've never seen more mental gymnastics in my life.
No.
What the fuck? And look, I say this respectfully because this is the first time I'm meeting you, so I don't even know how you speak, and this is what I'm catching right now.
Okay. Tell me if I'm not answering directly. Fuzi. From a lot of people who not only know the guy, and even me who don't know the guy, this is the thought of many people who are informed. Diddy is probably guilty of many things, but he's guilty of a lot of things from a few people. And it's being vindicated by the charges.
What the fuck?
He was with Cassie.
Probably.
A lot of things she's alleging, he probably maybe did. Here's the thing. Y'all are bringing up other things that he wasn't charged with. If everything that Ian Carroll is saying about
He was charged with everything I've talked about.
No,
It's in the Lil Rod charges.
No, sir.
You're
It's not
just saying that
charges.
they aren't
No,
real because Lil Rod got disclosed is what the claim is.
Sir, these are not charges. These are a civil suit. I could sue you right now saying you fucked me.
Allegations.
All right, okay.
Allegations.
Hold on. All right, yes or no? Can I say you fucked me right now? You fucked me, you held me down, fuck me. Could I say that?
You can make the allegation.
I'll hit up a lawyer right now if you say I can't do it. So I can do it, right? So what I'm trying to say is that,
He wasn't
Hey, yo,
charged with
Jack.
anything in Cassie's lawsuit either because he settled and he didn't admit guilt.
sir, stop it. He was not.
Yo, it was like it's been wait, time out. It's been 15 minutes and Act still hasn't answered the question.
Yo, Fuzi, I
answered
tried
the
to answer
question,
the
though.
question.
He had.
You
weapons
haven't,
with
and now you are having a conversation elsewhere.
Fuzi.
I didn't even ask. I asked something so simple to understand your positioning.
All right, okay. Let Fuzi go. And by the way, Ian, I'll get to you because I have the indictment. If you
Bro,
say
why
he was
did he
never
answer,
charged with anything
Chad?
with Cassie, there is a whole beatdown that we saw on camera that only describes the situation Cassie was involved in. She
Yeah, but he hasn't been
described
charged
also in her civil suit about Kid Cudi car getting blown up. That's also used in a detention letter. I could show you so many things. This lawsuit's all about Cassie. I'll get to you.
He's not been convicted of any of it.
I want Fuzi to hold me to the fire. What am I not answering, sir?
Okay, simply, and I swear, just answer it simply. It's not even trying to get anything. If you're, I listened to what you said about what he did and everything, and if all he's guilty of, right, is being freaky, thinking with his dick, going too long in the game when he should have been out, and he hosted freak offs, right? And you're saying, and they locked him up. What? Where? Why? What was it? If there's nothing else as to why this is bigger than what we think is going on, and that's all he did, why did he get locked up? Where's the crime in being freaky? Where's the crime? Where's the crime of being thinking with your dick at 50? I hope I still think with my dick at 50. I hope it still works.
Are you done? Can I answer?
Yes, please.
Be direct, please.
So, Fuzi, I never said he's not arrested for things he did. That's what you're saying. I said that the only thing in the indictment, I could show you how to look at it.
Fair,
I could
why are you
pull
clipping
the
that,
indictment
Rico?
up. There are 3 charges. Do I need to mention it? There's a racketeering charge.
We've read it, dude.
No. You've read it, sir. But he doesn't know what we're talking about.
Why is he calling him sir?
There's a racketeering charge. The second charge
Is Ack a
is
spy?
a sex trafficking charge as to a victim uno, victim 1. That victim, there is multiple situations that only describe one person that has mentioned it via a civil suit. It's only mentioned Cassie. So again, I've never said that this guy is only being freaky. I've never said he shouldn't be indicted. That's where we're disagreeing, Fusi. I'm never saying he shouldn't be indicted. I'm saying, as opposed to what Ian is saying, he's mentioning Lil Rod. Hear what I'm saying? Lil Rod is going through a civil litigation with Diddy. He hasn't gotten a settlement. You know who the only person got a settlement? Cassie. Cassie not only got a settlement, maybe because some of that shit was true, but whatever. Even if you don't believe that.
Chat. Sneako told
She's
me to
the
do George
only
Floyd,
person
dude.
that is referenced in this indictment so far. Granted, I do think other people will be referenced later. Lil Rod is not referenced at all. Somebody tell me different.
The charges that are brought in the indictment could not be brought from the Cassie lawsuit. They have to be referring to the Lil Rod lawsuit because they talk about things like the guns that Lil Rod mentions that have the serial number scraped off. They talk about things like the drugs. I mean, Cassie also mentions the drugs, but a lot of the things in the indictment are clearly from the Lil Rod lawsuit.
Sir, I'm here to tell you that you're incorrect and you're informing your audience very.
Where in the Cassie lawsuit?
If I did that, would you actually respect me and be honest?
Hold on, sir.
And the Drum magazine.
That's a good question.
Hold on, wait. Yo, I think y'all forget. Y'all dealing with Big Act. I'm never incorrect. Sir, do you want to put your reputation on this?
Weird, Priz.
I bet you 10,000 it could cover it.
You live in a different world than me, bro.
No.
Like,
you have the indictment.
Everything on video is yourself on video.
It's
Just
not a different world. Wait, sir. It's not about a different world. There's not a gun charge against Diddy. I'm telling you, I bet $100,000. You don't got to pay me. Aiden got the money. Let Aiden pay me. And by the way, if I'm wrong, I'll pay you. I swear to God. And I never swear to God.
I don't care about your bets, bro. I care about your opinions and about the truth.
Sir,
Hold
on, sir. It's not about my opinions.
Everything in Lil Rod's lawsuit is fraudulent.
Yo, sir.
Because Lil Rod brings that lawsuit,
dude,
he could get killed.
What the fuck is he saying?
Hold on.
Do you think Diddy has never killed
Sir,
anyone?
count chat.
Sir, you're trying to change the argument. We're only talking about what you said. You said there is a
what
weapon.
I'm saying is that you
Sir,
powerful people
Bro, what is he finish talk? I can't hear what he's saying.
No, because he's trying to change a point. And I know how to debate. So a guy who says Diddy has a weapons charge for defaced serial numbers, I'm down to pull the indictment up. There's no charges for guns. So I'm telling you, I'm down to put up 100,000. He doesn't have to cover it. Does anyone want to cover it? I'm in here with all y'all.
Because I'm clearly straw manning your position and distracting from the
research chat.
No, sir. No.
No one cares about no one cares about your little
point. As long as you admit you were wrong on that one point, or we could put up a bet, or if we don't have to put up a bet because I don't need anyone's money. I could just show you there's not a charge for a gun with a defaced serial number. They did find that during the raid, but there is not a charge. Does anyone want to
arguing semantics?
I'm arguing. How am I arguing semantics?
Because having a gun with a defaced serial number is a crime, and they talk about it in that in the charges.
Hold on, sir.
And so whether or not it's like listed as
there's three
crime and it's in the indictment.
3 counts that are charges against this guy. So you're making up charges.
Sneako, it's Chris.
No.
All
DJ
right,
Academics, you're arguing weird semantics that are totally irrelevant. When the bigger picture is, how did he get a mansion full of cameras?
How did
the whole music industry know that he killed Tupac? How did the whole music industry know that he was gay? How did Clive Davis bring him to power?
All right, hold on. Let me ask you these questions, and I hope I could. Yo, for 1 second, stop being this weird gay nigga, Chris, Adin. I need you to really
lock in. I got you.
Lock in.
Yeah, sir, I can't go lie. Can I say one thing? You sound like you're like kind of like coping around what he's saying.
You sound like you're trying to defend a paid-off group. You sound like
you're he's calling you a fed.
Act, do you work
also,
for
you know what's
Day?
funny?
Do you work for Day Hack?
Like, do you realize that?
How is Aiden the one saying that? By the way, both Chris Tyson and Diddy have YouTube channels and Instagrams. I don't have a YouTube or Instagram, but Diddy and Chris Tyson have YouTube channels and Instagrams.
You're a misogynistic, homophobic asshole.
Like, how is that possible that Chris Tyson and Diddy have Instagram and I don't?
You're
But,
a
okay.
cop. You're a cop,
bro.
Oh, yo,
Because you're
hold
not
on.
a Fed.
Yo, again, we're all men sitting here, and I get that. Yo, I'm not here trying to pick up for Diddy ever at all. Trust me. But
Never. You would never.
I hope that
Except
you
for
guys
earlier when you were
never-
saying you don't talk about protected groups because you're afraid for your monetization.
You know what I'm saying? I hope you guys.
You did start the combo by saying that.
Yeah,
But
you entered the room and said that you don't talk about protected groups because you want to look up your
I'm
monetization.
talking about Jewish people like
Meaning,
motherfuckers because
how
y'all
much should people really trust what you say, bro?
I don't care about Jewish people, good or bad. I don't care. I don't talk about Jewish people. That has nothing to do with my life. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah, but they're half of this network, bro. They're the ones that funded this network.
Wait, Ian, can I ask you a question about the
Yeah,
Jews?
Clive Davis. He's the one that founded this
Yo,
whole
this
thing.
has to do with Jewish people. This has to do with fucking creeps. Yo, here's my thing.
And that is why your opinion is completely irrelevant.
Not all
here,
Jews
bro.
are bad,
You
though.
know who Clive Davis
Yo,
is?
yo, my dude, you're moving the goalposts. Here's the thing.
No, I'm not. This is the same argument I've been making about this whole thing the
Bro,
whole
but
time.
you're
I've
not.
been talking about it.
Yo, my guy, I have the indictment. So if I'm
This
telling
is
you, I'll
so
put up a
much
bid with
bigger than
anybody
just
in
the
here.
indictment.
Fousey, I'll do your 100,000 to my 10,000. I'm gonna put up the indictment. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna log in. Hold on.
No one cares.
No,
It
you're
doesn't matter
saying-
what the specific little words are.
No
It
one
talks
cares.
about the gun.
Oh, yo, sir.
Aren't
You're
they-
saying
Bro,
no
who
one
did
cares.
that?
You're saying no one cares because it's
We're getting this shit
convenient.
off quick as
I'm
fuck.
not defending Diddy. I'm just defending what it is. I do think weapons
So-
charge is gonna come, but you're lying. You can't just
No.
lie. Yo, if we're talking about facts, listen. It's a reason why I waited till the indictment was unsealed. He has 3 counts. I looked through the. I looked through
Hitler
the.
in the chat, man.
Matter
Fuck
of fact,
Hitler,
chat.
bro.
I'm gonna
we
pull
all
up-
looked through the indictment, bro. The point is not what are the words.
Have you seen the
specifically.
indictment?
The
Listen,
point is that the
have you seen
indictment
the indictment?
references
I
the
want to
live
ask you a
lawsuit.
question. Have you seen the indictment? Yes or no?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, I've read through it and reported on it.
Okay. And in your opinion, there's a weapons charge? There's a charge of arson? Huh? You said no, there's not a weapons charge.
In my opinion, it references things that could only have come from the Lil Rod lawsuit that were not in the Cassie lawsuit.
Hold on,
That's
like
the
what?
original point.
Oh, like what? I'm telling you you're lying. So like what?
Like it references the guns.
The guns were found,
Drill
brother.
that through, man.
Hold on, brother. The guns were found upon the raid. How does that reference a lawsuit that they found the raid? They found the guns. How is that reference
That's a
Lil
good point.
Rod?
That's a good point. You're right.
Can I ask you a question? I'm not trolling you, bro.
What Diddy defender? Like, bro,
You are defending him, though, bro.
You're very passionate about defending Diddy. I'm surprised.
No,
And you're
Wait,
incapable
but
of-
Ian, let me tell you one
taking
thing.
other evidence into account.
Ian, I'm a hold on, wait. Wait.
Let Cuffham
wait.
cook.
Yo, Ian, I'm a very nice Jewish kid. I promise you, not all Jews are bad. I promise, bro. I'm not a bad Jew. I'm a good Jew. Ask Nico.
He's a good. He's one of the good ones. He's one of the good ones. But I mean, like to deny the fact, like there's nobody's saying that all Jews are bad, but to deny the Jewish influence in hip hop is asinine and is ignoring a very
means you
big
don't
part of
understand
entertainment.
history.
Wait, Ian, do you think I'm a good
Who's
Jew?
ignoring it? Wait, who's ignoring it?
Ian, do you think I'm a good
Actually ignoring
Jew?
it.
I mean, I don't know you, bro.
But like, all right, fine. But like, from what you've seen, like, do you think I'm a good Jew or like?
From what I've seen today, you seem a little belligerent.
Do you think I'm a
What is
good
a
Jew?
wait? Hold on.
Crazy.
What does belligerent mean?
Wait, do you think I'm a good
Hold on.
Jew?
What the
It's
fuck does belligerent mean?
diabolical.
What does belligerent mean?
It means he's calling you kind of like acting stupid and drunk.
Unhinged.
So I'm an unhinged Jew?
No, you're just an unhinged person in this chat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just having fun, man. Sorry.
Yo.
I still don't think I've seen your real face in here yet.
Yeah, I just want to put back in the air. I'm clearly not defending Diddy. But I'm just not gonna let y'all sit here, right? And it's just a reality. It's like, yo, if
Do you think
this
that
is the
Diddy put
reason
out the
why,
downfall?
no. In reality,
If
this
he
is
calls
the
him Syrian,
reason why
I'm
when Young Dolph trial's happening today.
Chad, did you call him Syrian?
Young Dolph trial happened today, or Diddy's trial happening. I'm gonna have hold on. I'm gonna have 50,000 people watching me because I'm not gonna be lying and making up bullshit. I don't give a fuck
Actually,
about
she's ready?
Diddy. I
Alright,
think
bet.
he's a
I gotta
piece
go
of
then.
shit,
Talk
but
to
I'm not
me.
gonna say shit that's not true. When y'all say there's weapons charges against him, there's none.
Hey guys,
Right.
I gotta go. Sorry.
All right.
Act, please. Understand Diddy's guilty, okay? I know you don't want, like...
No. That's not my position.
Oh.
My position is that he's guilty. My position is that he's saying things exist that doesn't
Your
exist.
position is that he wired his own mansions with cameras, or that they're not wired with cameras.
I like
He
this
doesn't
Ian
have any
guy.
blackmail tape.
Yo. My position is that anybody
Your
who
position
has
is that Clive
a lot
Davis
of
had no interest in Diddy's operation.
so you've now changed your
That
point.
He didn't
Hold
have
on.
any federal protection.
Wait. So you've now changed your point. Hold on. I'll actually because I got
It's
the
always
indictment
been the
here.
same point.
Hold on, sir. Remember, you keep talking bullshit.
I can't.
I'll talk facts.
Why did he
So
go
I'll
in,
start
sir?
sharing my
Tell
screen.
they want me to stay,
I'll
bro,
start
for a
sharing my
while.
screen that we could go look for
X is
these
still
weapons
gambling
charges
anyway,
that you
bro.
claim exist. Again, I just don't like people coming with. I don't like conspiracy theories,
Let X
bro.
keep
Because
gambling, bro.
conspiracy theories don't add nothing to the equation.
Because you don't
Hold
like
on.
talking about protected groups? Is that why?
I don't talk about
Chat.
Jewish people. I don't give a fuck about that. Like I don't care either
What
or.
if they
Good or
are the
bad.
ones running a network like Jeffrey Epstein's?
If that's what
Do you
you
talk about
believe,
them then?
hold on. If that's what you believe, I'll let you rock out. You and Aiden could get into
Wait,
that.
can I ask you a question? Okay, so
you
wait,
mean like
Ian.
Jeffrey Epstein, Leslie Wexner, Ehud Barak, the ex-prime
Oh my God,
minister
fuck.
of Israel?
Aiden knows all these
Like,
people too.
I don't
Aiden,
know
what
who
you-
Jeffrey Epstein's
I don't know who these
entire
people
network.
are.
You don't know who Les
Israeli.
Wexner is. You don't know Epstein had Mossad ties to Israel. Well, okay, Aiden, what were you gonna say? What's your question?
I was gonna ask Ian, okay. So obviously, Ian, like you're not fond of like a lot of Jews, right? But okay.
No, that has nothing to do with it. I just actually read the evidence and actually just follow where it goes, regardless of whether it goes to a protected group. Because my monetization is my own, and I don't have a manager that's going to tell me what to say.
Hey, sir, we could get to the protected groups, but you said that there are weapons charges. I shared my
No,
screen.
you're just getting hung up on your little things because you think
Yo!
you're like,
I think you can see. Well, to be
He's
fair,
getting pissed.
let me moderate. I think Ian conceded on that point. Maybe the weapons charge is not true.
Wait. Okay,
Yeah,
so
Ak has a great
go to the
point.
next
Ak
point.
has a great
As long as you cognizantly say he was lying, and then we could go to the next point. I
don't think he was lying. I think maybe
lying
he
is
made a mistake on the
different
weapons
than,
charge.
than having like semantic
Definition of
disputes.
lying. Saying something is that's not. I have the indictment. The nigga's indicted for 3 charges: racketeering, sex trafficking with victim 1, and then he has count 3, which is transportation and engaging in
XQC
prostitution.
wanna
Not
come?
one charge, actually, or even one violent act in the racketeering has to do with weapons. So, is he gonna? I want him to say, okay, I was not informed, and then we could talk about the next thing. We're not gonna keep talking about the rest of the things if he's gonna still act like, yo, this is what people do when they're debating in bad faith. If I debated in bad faith and I lied, and you caught me in a lie, I would be like, oh, okay, maybe I didn't know about that. Let's talk about the next thing. I want him and y'all to say, because again, I got the indictment. It's on my screen. No one can see
Ak,
where there's
Ak,
weapons.
when people debate in bad faith,
I ain't even in this argument when you say y'all, because this is between you two.
High ground. When they're
So-
actually just derailing the conversation away from what the conversation is, which is the big picture, into these weird like
No, sir.
verbal
All I
platitudes.
want you to admit is that you
I already
had
did.
evidence for,
I
and
already
I'm not
did.
Go to whatever.
I already said that's a good point.
Okay,
The
all right,
gun
let's go to the
charges
next point.
come from the raid.
Let's go next point. Let's go next point. What's your next point?
So the point before it is that you believe that Lil Rod's lawsuit is invalid because powerful people have come after him.
Hold on, sir. You're once again misquoting me. So let me once again state my
Please
point.
elucidate us. What's your opinion of the Lil Rod lawsuit?
I never said it's invalid. I said that his lawsuit
All right, chat,
is
Tom's telling me that he
allegations,
wants to do
but
the college right
nothing
now.
that has more merit than just
Y'all want to stay or play
allegations,
COD? I'll stay for a little
because
longer.
the law enforcement realm of this, which is obviously the
right, all chat's
indictment,
listening,
HSI,
I'm gonna chill for a little while. We'll play
FBI,
COD later, bro. The night's young. I
New
already
York
gambled, chat,
police
right?
who operated
Put a W in the
as
chat, you're enjoying your
deputized
time.
agents, and
We'll
the
play COD after, bro.
AUSA, or really the U.S. Attorney, Damian Williams, they did not reference
All right, cool. All right.
not one particular part of anything you could say that Holy Little Rod said. I'm down to hear your point to say that's a lie.
And
I will shut
that
up.
hoodie. DJ
Since Obama's president, that's
Academics.
cap.
All right, y'all. I'm out. Love you. Nice meeting you, DJ Academics. Peace.
Wait, Fuzi, but before you leave, because he's out of here. We're supposed to still have that conversation about how I was abusing Fuzi, but We'll save that for another day. But
think
overall,
Dominican
the bigger
is pretty hard
point,
right now.
the bigger point in the conversation that we should have, rather than arguing about the semantics, being fair, is that whether Diddy has connections to the CIA or to a federal organization to blackmail the Hollywood industry to go and push certain agendas, and whether or not that's true. You're saying that that's not true. Ian's saying that is true. That's the debate. That's the real conversation that we should be having.
That's the real
Right.
debate.
Wait, real quick, Ian, how old are you?
I'm 31.
Where do you live?
I'm not telling you.
Ian, I'm not a spy, I promise.
Yeah, I know. We're on the internet, bro.
What state? Like what state?
Bro,
Washington.
Oh, okay, nice. DC or
yo,
Seattle?
you're being
No,
too federal. It's cool. It's cool. You've been too far.
My bad.
All
I'm
right.
just curious, bro.
Now that we shifted the conversation here, okay. So, all right, Sneako, and I'm glad you're moderating skills. So, all right. Here's my point, and actually, I do believe that. I personally, and again,
Dude,
this
that's
won't
so
be backed up
funny.
by facts. So we're gonna be arguing a point of opinion.
Yeah.
The indictment part, I have the whole indictment. I have every court, like a court file situation. I have transcripts of everything. It's impossible that I'm gonna get that wrong. Now, here's the thing. This is my personal opinion, and I
He
could.
hates me.
I actually just
No
don't
way.
feel like Diddy has put himself in a position to
Wait, why
have
does he hate me?
any type
Let me
of
use his face.
leverage
Oh,
over
oh,
anyone
oh.
of importance in the last few years. I'll
Give
give
me
you.
an
I'll
HD
give you
pick,
why
bro.
I
Give me
think
an
that.
HD
You
pick.
could counter it.
I can't follow him.
He hasn't had any major record deal.
I need
or
somebody to take a
any
picture
major
and
record
just
motion or
his
anything
exact
in the
face.
music industry.
Someone take a
His
picture and send me the image.
Whole brand has been funded or
Full screen?
been
All right.
being seen as being propelled by
so
Ciroc, which is obviously
he's
his
covering
deal
his
with
shit. Hold
Diageo. He started doing the whole De Leon. Now, I have personal knowledge. This is personal knowledge. And by the way, I'll say this in front of everybody who's watching me now. I believe that
Let me know you got
Revolt
it,
will be
Rico.
belly up in 2 years. Because as of last year, I heard that Diddy was using his personal revenue profile to fund some of the stuff that wasn't being brought back in terms of advertising and stuff like that. Revolt is not a profitable venture. It has never been. His only profitable ventures have been music, which hasn't
It'll be so
been the
funny.
biggest turning
Please,
of
chat. Everyone's been please.
revenue builder for a while, and then of course, I'm tripping a little bit. What's the other thing?
The Rock
Oh.
Revolt music.
No, Ciroc. Yeah, Ciroc and De Leon. By the way, when he sued them,
Hey, Jake.
they bought out
Chad,
his
Jake.
half of De Leon for $200 million, and he settled Ciroc for an undisclosed amount. So even if we want to be very generous, let's say through his beef with Diageo, which owns Ciroc and De Leon, let's say he got $500 million. He wasn't getting $500 million for music. He's hemorrhaging money when it comes to Revolt.
Kind of everything.
So now I'm asking you, who do you think he had under the tuck that he could like tell on?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
I don't like. I think that you are looking at this in a really myopic way. I
said
think
he's gotta
that
get pissed.
most of his most powerful blackmail is from older. I agree with you, like from years back. But I don't really think that that is what the claim is or what matters here.
Go ahead.
What matters here is that there's a lot of evidence that makes it look like he is part of
Do
an
I mock
intelligence
him or
agency
not?
operation, not just some black dude in the music industry doing his own thing.
Oh
And
my
the
god.
moment that you're talking about an intelligence agency operation, it doesn't matter if he has any specific blackmail on any specific person. What matters is that whole thing getting exposed. What matters is keeping that under wraps. What matters is connections to human trafficking through his bodyguard Fahim Muhammad possibly, or any of the other like drug trafficking and possibly sex trafficking that's happening in the background. Because if any of that is happening, then it is extremely important to keep a lid on it. He doesn't even need to have someone on camera, although I feel confident that he has tons of people on camera. Then it just needs to be, don't let whatever's happening here come out. And based upon how everyone else is treating him, and how everyone else has treated him in the industry the whole time, like to be able to blow up people's cars, to be able to shoot people, to have everyone in the industry whisper that you're a Fed, that all speaks to having blackmail on people. And so all of the circumstantial evidence from around town indicates that he probably does have a blackmail operation. And then when Lil Rod's lawsuit comes out and directly alleges that he's running a blackmail operation, not to mention this whole Kim Porter book that may or may not be real, that also directly alleges finding the tapes, it's just like allegation on allegation on allegation on allegation, mixed with all the circumstantial evidence of seeing what we would see if the allegations were true. And if he's running a sexual blackmail operation, the bigger thing is just the operation itself, because he's not in charge. He's just a guy. It's all the powerful people behind him. And he could both squeal on them, but also we could just find out. Like if journalists were to get on the right scent, like for example, right now journalists down in San Diego are tracing Fahim Muhammad's land that is on the border wall where there might be human trafficking going on. And if someone catches the wrong break and breaks the wrong story, then a lot of powerful people are fucked if that's what's happening.
Who else does he have?
That's like the bigger picture in my mind.
You know, who else does he have connections to besides Clive Davis? What other higher ups can?
Well, Lucien Grange, the CEO of Universal Music Group, is very, very connected to Diddy.
And Lucien Grange, is
he?
he? What is his ethnicity?
In what way?
He's Jewish too.
Okay.
I mean, basically, and this is not a Jewish thing. Like the music industry was an alliance of black and Jewish people for most of its history. And the Jewish mob, and to a lesser extent the Italian mafia, have been laundering money through the music industry for decades. Like, and so that's the other thing, is that it's hard to trust the numbers on anything coming out of the music industry, because a lot of those numbers are actually just coverage for drug trafficking or other trafficking and operations.
Right? All right,
that's just kind of the history of the music industry. It's like one of the most laundered industries in the world.
Sneako, are you coming tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm coming tomorrow for sure.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll come tomorrow. So, Ian, what have you read? You've read the book, the Kim Porter book that just released. I don't know if you've read it. It seems pretty detailed.
I mean, it's kind of neither here nor there. It's just allegations. There's no way to prove that it's real or not.
Okay. What do you think is going
to... I've read all the Diddy cases, like all of the actual filings for like Lil Rod's lawsuit, Cassie's lawsuit, the indictment. And then just a bunch of reporting, like reporting from mainstream news, reporting from other journalists, reporting on the various associates of Diddy reaching outwards in other directions.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
It's really hard. There's no one really knows for sure what's happening right now. Like we know for sure what's in these filings, and we know for sure some events from the past. Like we know pretty well about the J-Lo Diddy shooting where Shine took the rap. We know like there are elements that we know pretty factually about. But a lot of it is like rumors in the industry or speculation based upon paparazzi stories over the years. So it's really piecing things together at this point.
Hey, let me ask you a question. So you bring an interesting point, but again, going back to the Lil Rod lawsuit, I think the biggest indictment here, I think there's going to be about 3 or 4 real victims. Then there's gonna be about a bunch of clout chasers, people who may not necessarily be victims or may not have the proof that they're victims. But
all right,
right now,
you
know, Diddy fucked up. He supposedly wrote a big check, and people said, "Oh damn, he wrote it to Cassie. Let's see if we could get it." But we have to kind of look at, and I'm wondering why you don't take stock on it. I know you're saying that the federal lawsuit currently, which is a criminal lawsuit, takes any stock of what Mr. What's his name?
It's hard to know what's going through their mind with the indictment right now, because they could they allege Rico, and Rico usually builds. Usually they go after one person first and then more and more and more. And Rico is inherently a charge designed to take down the mob. Like that's the whole point of Rico. And they're charging him with Rico.
Okay, no. You are right. This isn't, and don't think I'm running PSYOP for Diddy. Trust. What I'm saying is that if anything, by the way, I think the strongest lawsuit, if you ask me to speak my own opinion, the strongest lawsuit against him that would really get him fucked is a lawsuit that he was with a 17-year-old in 2003. That 17-year-old, people are speculating to be Tierra Marie. She was 17 when she was put on a private jet, flown to New York City. She was supposedly had gang sex supposedly with Diddy and other people, but she also has oral sex with Harv Pierre, who supposedly inhaled crack cocaine before. These are all things that
Nah,
are
it needs to be
involved
like
in
a
a
face
lawsuit.
shot.
By the way, I'm
Boss
putting
man, a face
What
shot.
lawsuit is that? I want to read that.
That's the only lawsuit that involves a 17-year-old. People believe that's Tierra Marie.
Do you know what's the names on that lawsuit? I want to look it up.
Sir, I'm explaining to you. It's a lawsuit that basically says Jane Doe. I'm putting Tierra Marie's name there because there was a
No, but
reason.
like, how do I find it? I want
Sir,
to read it.
I'm telling you.
No, I want to find it for myself too, so that I
do you
can
have the
learn
link?
about it.
Sir, I'm telling you exactly how you can do it. It's a federal lawsuit. It's Jane Doe versus Sean Combs. People believe the woman is Tierra Marie because why? In the story, the person originates out of Detroit, Michigan. She was from Detroit, Michigan. It shows her going to New York, where Diddy was at. People believe that's her. Again, I'm saying this is alleged. I don't know if it's her, but even though there's a lot of people that believe it's her. Okay? Here's what I'm trying to say. The reason why this would be an amazing case that any federal authority would want to put into it, whether the feds or even local, is that we all know the reason why R. Kelly went to jail is because he dealt with underage women. Currently, and I hope you don't say otherwise, because again, I only deal in facts. I don't like. I've heard that Diddy's done a lot of things, but I'm not here to speak about him on what I think he did versus what the prosecutor claims he did, because that's not what the conversation we're having. Because if we're talking about what I think he did, I think he invited me. The last time I was in London, he invited me to a party. I think he was trying to do some bullshit. But that's not neither here nor there. We're only here because he's now in jail for a criminal charge. I only could speak about criminal charges. So the reason why we have R. Kelly in jail is because R. Kelly was dealing with a minor. So if they could get Diddy on a minor, that would be a great thing. One of the only people that accused Diddy of messing with them as a minor is a woman who is noted as Jane Doe that said that Diddy flew her from Detroit, Michigan to New York City. That supposedly his bad boy executive, Harv Pierre, had sex with her, oral sex in a bathroom, then put her on a private jet to go to Diddy.
You don't think the Justin Bieber evidence is pretty substantial enough to see?
Justin Bieber
like
did
isn't
lay
that was
some
pretty
solid
clear. I want to see your point on that, because you're saying that there's not a bigger conspiracy.
Well, I think what Ak is saying is that he's not trying to talk about what could happen. He's trying to talk about what is already
It's
like
factual. That's fair. Yeah, Ak is not a conspiracy theorist, and I actually understand with that perspective. But then why is there a $50 million bond? Why is there? Hey Jake, how you doing, man?
What's up?
Yeah, that's important to stay factual. But Ak, you really don't think that this is going to grow to something bigger? Why is the bond $50 million?
I totally think it will grow to something bigger, but once we get to criminal charges, it's the end of speculations, right? I speculated a lot before the criminal charges happened, because here's the thing, right? Like if I thought, oh, okay, it looked like maybe you took advantage of Meek Mill, you should get charged for being for sexually assaulted Meek Mill. Probably bullshit. We could all make those assumptions, and that's what I never wanted to do. So I wanted the feds to make the official call, because for a federal indictment of Diddy, we had to see grand jury proceedings at a grand jury, which is usually 23 people of his peers, had to vote on. They said that he allegedly did whatever. Here's the thing. My thing is this. I can't give credence to any lawsuit that's been out there. If we're saying that civil lawsuits encourage a criminal proceeding, if the criminal proceeding came and the civil lawsuit is not mentioned or referenced, what are we supposed to say?
Well, I like how you're delineating the difference in the way you talk between the facts that are in writing today versus speculating about what's not in writing yet. And I operate totally differently. I live in the world of speculation, because what I'm trying to do is figure out what's coming next. And the whole point of that is because that's what the FBI is doing right now. The FBI would never get any charges on him if they lived in what do we already know. The FBI took that information in those civil lawsuits, and they said, do you think we have enough to go and raid his homes? I think so. We're going to raid his homes. So they raided his homes and found what they found. And based on what they have so far, they charged him with racketeering. And racketeering is clearly a charge that comes from much more than the Cassie lawsuit. Racketeering is a charge that means they could be leading to adding more charges to him or charging more people in the future.
You're right but you're wrong with saying that they took civil lawsuits and just ran in. Listen.
Well, no. That's not what I said.
They
had a lot of information.
In here. It's impossible that any type of law enforcement, it could be federal or state, would be like, you sued some. Imagine me suing you, saying that you got kids in your basement, and your local county or municipal police.
The fuck? I just got kicked. Are you fucking serious?